By the way, both political parties are responsible for this massive national debt. What's going on is we've got a capitalist dictatorship masquerading as a democracy. And the capitalists profit from collecting interest on our massive national debt, and so it's in their own interest to continue to pile more national debt upon the American people. So we have a defect in our system. The defect is our politicians are dependent upon moneyed interest to finance their campaigns, and therefore they're beholden to them when they get into office. That's a problem. I don't know how to address that problem per se. Because if you don't allow people to buy influence over political authorities, then what will they resort to? Maybe they will resort to intimidation, extortion, violence. Do we want that? Do we want paranoid, oppressive, violent people extorting, intimidating, and violently abusing candidates for office in order to get them to do what they want them to do? Or do we want a system where they can buy influence? See, I don't think the problem is the system. I think the problem is pessimism. Because what motivates these few paranoid, oppressive, violent people to concentrate wealth, income, and power into their hands, if not a desire to balance the emotional forces of their minds? Doing all of this because they're believers in the value of pessimistic myths. And because they believe in the value of pessimistic myths, they are unable to balance the emotional forces of their minds. And their hearts are filled with sorrow, fear, and anger. It's very painful to have a heart filled with sorrow, fear, and anger for that reason. They look to the accumulation of wealth, income, and power to alleviate their discomfort. But there's no amount of wealth, income, and power that will ever be great enough to compensate them for their discovery of a truth. The truth is, it appears one day the seed body of self will die. For that reason, enough is never enough for them. And they exhibit sad, mad, and bad behaviors. Lying, stealing, cheating, conquering, enslaving, and killing are sad, mad, and bad behaviors. Racist, fascist, warmongering behaviors are sad, mad, and bad behaviors. Who do they exhibit these behaviors towards? Towards outsiders. Towards outsiders. They lie to outsiders, they cheat outsiders, they steal from outsiders, they conquer outsiders, they enslave outsiders, and they kill outsiders. And you could say that that's basically the story of insiders and outsiders throughout history. It's been a story of that, hasn't it? The most optimistic myths include this individuality is just a dream. There's only we. And insider and outsider are a matter of point of view. Domestic and foreign are a matter of point of view. For that reason, the few paranoid, oppressive, violent people in every territory can imagine themselves to be the representatives of the good entity for whom predictions of final victory were made.